back on a Masked Singer right now.
That means we're getting a check, most likely.
You have another check.
Yo, Rem, I tell you, man, staying home is the best shit ever happened, huh? All I gotta do is wear white tee or black tee.
We're about to be neighbors. How much longer?
Oh no, they building it.
How much longer?
Yo, Rem, damn, Rem, you know you dropped that.
I'm waiting. How much longer?
Yo, Rem, I think February, March. Now we so blessed, man. We so blessed. I made sure
that I was 15 minutes from you so you can see your goddaughter every day.
Well, you got the indoor pool, I got the outdoor.
So which means
so winter,
in my house.
Winters is in your house. Summer's at mine.
No problem.
You know, my goddaughter got her own room in the house. She do whatever she want to do.
She's out of control. She's asleep right now. She'd have been in here already. Going crazy.
Yo, she be going crazy, man. But I love her. I love how you and Pat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all with the baby so much every day. I think we understand, like when we was younger, we had kids and we didn't know where life was taking us. Now you're able to have a kid and just sit back and really
watch them grow. You're not trying to chase a bag. You're still chasing the bag, but you don't have to chase the bag. You're stable. You got your relationship is stable. Your household stable. Your mind is different. It's a total different experience. Totally different. I tell people all the time that if you can, wait until you're in your 30s to have a kid. Don't have kids when you're young. It's dope when you get to grow up with them and y'all on the same page and you listen to the same music, but it's a total different. You get to really feel like what it is. Like now I feel like with my son, love my son to death, but I feel like he's like my little brother. That's how, like, because I had him when I was a teenager. With my daughter, I really feel like a parent. Like I feel like I can't keep up with her. Like,
and then the thing is, Ram, I don't know if you figured out, and this is for all the other parents. I don't know if you figured out, are you going to spoil her to the point of where, I think we made that mistake already, right?
She got, you know what her toys are about? She has a broom already. She has a fake broom, a fake vacuum cleaner. She got her own spray bottle. I'm not playing them. This time, what happened was we grew up poor. We didn't have nothing. We had to struggle. Times we didn't know where our next meal was coming from. Winter was coming. We didn't know where our coat was coming from. School was coming. We had to go do whatever we had to do to get back to school clothes. We didn't know where we was going to sleep many nights. So we never wanted our kids to go through that. So when we got it and they was young, we just gave them everything. They had all the latest phones, the latest clothes. They was walking around with jewelry on their neck, driving around in different type of cars on jets as young. So they never really knew what it was to have to earn anything. So we looking at it like, yo, if somebody would have gave me this, or if I would have had this, it would have changed my life. But we knew what it was to struggle. They don't know what it is to struggle. And also, we had them when we were really young. So they really think like they are friends, like we the same, and we not.
Did you ever undo the spoilness and bring them to reality?
No, it's done. I tried. It's done. When you try to undo it, you're the worst person in the world. You don't care about me. You don't love me. You want me to be a bum. No, I want you to be independent. I want to know that if something happened to me today or tomorrow, and for whatever reason, they took everything that I left for you, that you would be okay. That you would be able to figure out how to make your own way. And
now let me tell the people some real spill, right? Shout out to E. Philly. He's the ultimate grandfather these days. The real spill, this is a scary one, but it's true. So my father has 12 kids. For some reason, whenever he's sick and he got to stay in the hospital, he got a surgery, I'm really the only one that shows up every time. And out of 12 kids, I'm the only one. And I'm the busiest one.
And the youngest.
And the youngest. So I'm up in there like, boom, I got to cancel whatever to be there with my father or my mom's. And so that got me thinking away. Then I got to talking to a friend of mine. I don't know if I should say his name, but a rap dude. I'll say Rick Ross, right? So he told me the last time he was in that hospital when he almost died, he woke up in a special ICU room where it was all glass and there's just doctors staring at them. Because most people in there got brain surgery, heart surgery, like the real shit. Right? So he said he's in there and his family, E-class, all the boys, they fighting to come up and everybody's coming to visit him. And he's getting love. But he noticed while he was there for like a week, nobody came to see these other people that's in critical condition dying. So he said he asked the doctor, and the doctor was like, yo, when you get old, your kids don't give a fuck about you. They don't show up. They don't care. People don't care no more. And then Ross was like, you serious? He was like, yo, I'm telling you, it's sad. He said, you see that man right there? His daughter lives 5 minutes away from this hospital. She ain't come see him. And so Ross said, you know what? After that, he said, I'm going to come home. I went and had 3 babies right away. So the more kids I have, maybe somebody will hold me down when I get older.
It's sad. It's really sad. I mean, I think it's just it's a space where it's one generation where it didn't really turn out too good. You know, like you knew.
That's a fact, though.
You knew as a youngin' that there came a point where you had, like, by the time I was my son's age, and by the time I was 18, 19, I wasn't asking my mom for anything. I was paying my mom's bills. She was coming to me for bread. So when I be seeing kids, because they call themselves kids, 20, 22, 23, 24, 20, like, yo, I'm a kid. Like, you a kid? What? Do you know what I was doing by the time I was 24, 25? And it's so crazy because we used to lie about our age. I was like 20, telling people I was 23, 24. I never looked at my age, so I don't even know what I thought. Nobody never believed me. But we used to lie to make ourselves appear to be older. Nowadays, people lie because they want to be younger. Like, they want to, oh, I'm 20, I'm 21. They don't want to grow up. It's crazy. It's so backwards. It's so different. They don't be knowing how to drive. They don't even have a license. It's a whole different thing. And I don't know.
I think we lost a whole generation, like you said. And you the first person who ever broke it down to me like that, because we come from a generation where our parents before us never had them, we bust our ass. We gave it all to them, and they didn't understand what to do with it. They didn't have that hunger, that drive.
Right.
And so that shit is crazy because, you know, me, I'm the same thing like you. Since I was 14, I was in the streets. So I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the streets hustling to get mine. You know, I knew for a fact that it was nowhere in the world I wasn't going to get rich or I wasn't going to get killed.
You also knew there was no way in the world you could go ask your mom or your dad to buy you a pair of jeans that cost $1,000. You might get slapped for that. Like, what? You want the new Balenci? What? Like, you
what? Like, this shit don't even sound right,
like,
right?
You knew what it was. And I think now there's like this, but I can't say the younger kids that they have a little different, but it's that one that's right in between that 19 to 25 area. They like feel entitled. Like somebody's supposed to give them some, like nobody's supposed to give you anything. Like you're not gonna be giving.
And it's sad because we used to give, but now we got tough love.
You can't, because you realize like they don't realize the transition. Like I still be getting calls like, yo, so I was thinking for Christmas I be like, Christmas is for kids that believe in Santa Claus. Like, once you can give me a list, it's clip for you. Once you can give me a list.
Ram,
like,
let me ask you a question, right? Maybe I shouldn't ask you that question, but I'll ask you.
What?
You in that cell, you think it's over. What kind of conversation you having with God in that cell? Like, did you have a mean one, or was it several of them?
I had different phases. I had different phases because, like I told you earlier in this conversation, like I genuinely feel like I'm a good person. I feel like I do a lot of things for people, even when they don't ask me, even when I know I'm not gonna get nothing in return.
And even though we tough, we soft.
Right.
We soft for
like
our family.
People who know me,
Your
they know.
sister,
Like,
your sister fucked up a good 10
right.
times. Like,
right.
you know, my brother 26 times. Like,
right.
we will fight, talk shit, but
like,
you know.
But when it comes down to the come down, you can get the shirt off my back. I'm gonna figure out a way to make it happen. Cool.
It's like I know your life story, just like I know Pun's, just like you know mine. And when I go to your family events, you know, the aunt you might have told me about or something like that, she's sitting there eating a good plate of that good shit. But and then I still see the twinkle in your eye, like, bitch, like, you know what? You know, it's like, but we love. Right. We love.
Right. So there was times when I used to be in there and I used to be like, yo, why are you doing this to me? Like, really? Like, you all right, a year, cool. That's what the time I did XYZ and I ain't get caught. 2 years, fine. Year 3, now I'm tight. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is like, you know, like, I used to really be in there like, yo, you know my height. Why are you doing this? Like, I was pissed. I wouldn't go to, like, I had one of my friends. She's still my friend. You see her all the time. She used to want to go to church every Sunday. Like, yo, let's go to church. I'm not going to the church. Like, that's how mad I was. Like, it was times where I was on it like that. Then, year 4, year 5, I'm starting to really see how me being there, I'm influencing other people's lives and change. I'm like, yo, it really made, I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe this is why I was supposed to be here. Then I started looking at my relationship that I have with my husband, the relationship that we was able to build and the way we was able to communicate with each other. I'd have probably never had that. We didn't never have that had I been out here because we wouldn't have been forced to communicate the way we had to communicate. So I started seeing good things that I was able to pull out of it. And we was talking about it the other day, like, once you get used to being there, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, you, unfortunately, you have some times where you can crack a half of a smile. And then when it was getting closer for me to come home and I started seeing, you finally start seeing the little light at the end of the tunnel, it was like, all right, cool. This was crazy, but it didn't break me. It didn't kill me. Like, I'm still me. Like, I seen people lose their mind. Like, they never was the same person again. Or some people that came home and their life was so ripped apart that they was never able to bring it back together. So for me to come home and have the relationship.
So you see people go crazy in there, Rem? Like,
what? What? Like, literally walking around like zombies, like taking medication just so that they don't have to deal with what's going on. So they would pretty much suffering from depression. You'll diagnose yourself. You go to the RMU and tell them mom got depression. They don't even evaluate you, nothing. They just give you meds immediately, and that's what it is. And people will really be like, we call them garbage heads. Whatever pills they could get their hands on, that's what they was taking. They was just zoned out, just gone, so that they didn't have to feel what was really happening to them.
Yeah, they're getting drugs. You know, I don't want to diss anybody that use drugs and all that, because I never have. But you know, drugs to me, I think it's escape of reality. You know what I mean? And they don't want to be in the real. They don't want to know reality. And that's, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. That, I guess that's what you're saying. They would zombie themselves out so they wouldn't know what they were doing there or whatever the case may be.
You feel like you're somewhere else. You're on cloud 9 all the time. And as soon as they come down, they think they're not high no more, you take another one. You take something else. And then it got to the point where if that particular pill is not available or that particular drug, you try something else because you got it. You just trying to chase getting back to out of them walls. And it's sad, but a lot of people after that, when that day comes, they wake up one day and it's their time to leave. Because a lot of people like, yo, you did that time. You did. I didn't really do anything. I just kept waking up every day. Like every day I was waking up, and then eventually my time was up.
Well, you know what I feel about life, you know, maybe because I'm older, but I feel like our failures, our falls, things that happen to us that seem like, damn, why this is happening, it was all lessons preparing us for now, right? So maybe you going to jail, it was your job to inspire those 20 girls, 30 girls who came out and they said, I'm going to change my life. You know, it's the same thing with me when I spoke to Pretty Lou earlier. I said, yo, Lou, I said to Pretty Lou, I said, yo, Lou, I know you suffer. I know you got to take all this, but you inspiring thousands of people. And I think God gives us all different paths in life and different roles to inspire people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you know, and just like with like Job in the Bible, I don't want to get too crazy, but you know, he suffered so much. So like Pretty Lou's such a good man, and he does fundraisers to give back.
Right.
Fighting cancer, right? And so I say, you know, like for me, everybody got their own relationship with God. Some people feel like if you ain't got a dress to your ankle or you ain't wearing a 3-piece suit in 100-degree weather, you know you ain't in church or you ain't really in God. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I think we all got our relationships with God, our own individual relationships. And if it became a war, you know, good versus evil, God versus the devil, I would be one of the warriors on the front line with a sword, ready to
on the good side.
Some work on the God army. I honestly believe that shit. And so I just think we all got our own relationships with God and different roles to play to inspire people in life.
Mm-hmm. You inspire me every day. You're my idol. I look up to you, my big brother.
Oh, you foolish boy, that's gonna cost me something now. Oh my God.
Somebody
you
said,
bought a new house, is housewarming, something going on. I know you now, said, boy.
Technically, you owe me a pink wraith. Technically.
I owe you
told
but
me,
that's not a housewarming present, man.
You told me when we was doing all the way up, when we was doing the Plateau.
You know what? Triple platinum recently.
We just went triple. I need a new plaque.
Yo, this plaque too big. This shit.
No, not that big. Not the one not like the first one. Like it's literally, it took 4 people to move.
Oh, you got a Loretta comment. She's laughing. Like she was offered the pink wraith too.
You told me you give me a pink wraith. I ain't never pressed you for it unless you rock. But since we talk about gifts.
Okay.
But listen.
Okay.
Somebody said in the comments, like, yeah, she went through all that. Now she don't know how to rap no more. You want to put some money on that?
Hey, y'all rap, stop.
You want to put some money on that?
Nah.
What happened?
Tough.
Right.
Yeah. You want to tough.
Like thought.
Yeah.
Swizz said a pink one. Yeah, it's a pink one. He said a pink
one. Swizz owed me some art.
Swizz fire with
Swizz racing camels, and he owed me some art for real. Let me go on with Swizz. I love you, sis. I love you so much for checking in.
Bye.
Kiss the baby for me. I love you, love you.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You don't know who I know. Yo, Swizz, damn, I think it's a BX thing right now, you know. Gotta take it easy. What? Gotta take it easy. Too many suckers and not enough time. Yo, Swizz. You know I need that art though.
Zozo. I got too much of it for you.
Yes, in Swiss language.
Yeah.
Yo, Swizz, let me tell you something, brother. You racing camels in Saudi Arabia. You got Rough Rider flags in the. I mean, damn, what is it like? You went from the projects in Jackson Avenue to racing camels in the Middle East. Wait, is that one of your greatest things you ever did? Like, is that one of is that something you most proud of, accomplishment?
I mean, it's up there. It's you know, that's just something I just wanted to do that was different. I always like to explore other cultures and then bring it back to our culture. So we can examine it as well and not just be in a box. You know, to be the first African American and American to own a camel racing team in the world, I just thought it was something fresh about it. The naming the camels after my family members and my loved ones, and then the win. We won on the last race. 2 golds, 1 bronze, and a silver. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was fresh. Like, you put the Rough Rider R's on the camels. It's a
You know,
vibe. You know what
I
I'm
know the royal family in Dubai, and this guy, he cries. He's if he's in New York, he's FaceTiming the camels over there in Dubai. And I mean, have you become addicted to the shit? Is you watching every? Because we in 2 way different time zones.
Yeah, it's 5 a.m. My races is at 5 a.m. It's a different type of discipline. I just can't go to sleep. I just stay up. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you the youngest in Rough Riders. You the
Yeah.
youngest, right?
Yep.
And so what you said, yo, uncles, I'm gonna take this Rough Rider shit to another level never seen before. Was that's how you felt?
That's how I always felt. You know, that's how I always felt. And you know, it's a family business. You know, that's even deeper than music. You know, the Rough Rider family is hundreds of thousands of people around the world, and anybody that made it from nothing into something is a Rough Rider themselves as well. You know, but I always just wanted to show people that we could do different things no matter how we started. You know what I'm saying? Like, starting in St. Mary's, and then, you know, been blessed with these different opportunities from working hard and grinding, and now, you know, I can show people different things.
Man, a hustler. It's an understatement. You've been a hustler of 2 decades, and you I watch you put in work so much because you can't get a Bronx dude in them circles and let them, if they because these people never dealt with us. So you in there, and I know how you moving. I watch how you move for decades, which is a beautiful thing. And for the most part, you the hustler. And hip hop started in the Bronx from nothing. So here we go. We got a Corona, we got a COVID, and once again, the Bronx create, along with Virginia, the versus celebration of music. And this is on social media. This ain't, you know, before we didn't have social media, Bronx created hip hop. You created the versus celebration of music. Did you even think it would get to this level?
Not so quick. Not so quick. You know, it was an idea that's been brewing my brain for years, starting with me and Kanye on stage back at Summer Jam. And I just always felt that the creatives needed to celebrate each other. Like, we don't celebrate each other enough. And then when I'm traveling to different countries and going to different places, everybody's celebrating each other. You know, we work so hard to get out of our situations and to be in an industry that don't celebrate each other, right? So I was just like, man, like, I'd love to see this one celebrate with that one. I'd love to celebrate this one. And also, you know, showing that unity within our community, something that we don't really see. You know what I'm saying? The only time music is being talked about is with negativity. Like, if you look at a lot of the headlines, it's like, oh, this person, this happened, or this, that. It's a lot of positive things that don't get reported. So I'm like, you know what? Let's not wait for them to bring us together. Let's bring ourselves together, and let's celebrate each other more. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I've been seeing some incredible things that we probably wouldn't have seen thanks to versus. Started with the battle between you and Timbo, the Brandy Monica. Now we got a Jeezy. Now we got a young Jeezy, Gucci Man. For me, right? For me, it's beyond a celebration because it shows 2 people. Part of me and 50 Cent squashing our beef that was dope was that anybody who knows us knew that was going to end in violence. And we did it peaceful, and we showed people you can argue with each other, go back and forth, but you can have peace and move on and be friends. And it don't look like they're going to be friends, right? But the beautiful thing is that you got Gucci, you know his situation, Jeezy, you know his situation, coming together, celebrating each other's music.
Yeah.
This is the realest one. Street, signal of hope for our youngins, cause the young rappers definitely look up to Guwap. They definitely look up to Young Jeezy and
Facts.
show that these guys have their problems and they can come together and celebrate music. I think this is the most impactful one.
Yeah, man. I thought it was important, you know, that they both agreed, and a lot of people
How'd it go?
had
Because
them.
at first it was Jeezy T.I.
Yeah, it was Jeezy
How
and
did
T.
it turn
Jeezy.
into? I know Jeezy. I said, yo, I really wanted to do it with Gucci. How did it convert into Jeezy Gucci?
Just the dynamics changed. You know, the dynamics changed, and then realized that we were just going to do another one with T.I., and T.I. was more comfortable doing another one. He was comfortable with this one as well, but it's just the dynamics. This right here, the universe brought this way, you know, and we just went with it. And you know, everybody gonna still get their shine. T.I. still gonna get his shine. Jeezy getting his shine. Gucci getting his shine. And so that's where the executive side come in and the curation come in, which is the real part of Versus, is the curation. It's like, okay, how can we make this better? How can we do this? Sometimes we might got to pull something at the last minute, change something at the last minute, but always, you know, give the people what they want and then give the artists what they want as well.
Man, I think for us, this has been the biggest blessing in Corona, and I look forward to every versus tomorrow night. You know, I always start at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow night I start at 7. Every time there's a versus battle, I'm not going nowhere near. First of all, I want to see because I'm a fan, and
Thank
number
you.
two is I'm not going nowhere near that versus. Like I excuse myself and go earlier, you know, to get ready. I'm not playing, you know. I sneak and eat a little popcorn, watch the battles. Sometimes I dress up. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Sometimes
You
I
dressed up. You
dress
dressed
up.
up for Gladys. You dressed up for the Gladys Knight one.
I dressed up for Gladys Knight. I dressed up for Babyface, and that I had that silk shit on. I wasn't playing with him. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm really taking the quarantine and really taking Corona serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so that is like going out. That's Club Live. That's the Grammys.
Facts.
That's everything for me. You know what I'm saying? Where's Primo battle? You know, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I got my 10X hoodie on, my Timbs. You know, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the verses, any hints towards future verses? You just said T.I. still gonna go with somebody.
Oh yes, he is. Oh yes, he is. You know, season 2 gonna be very special. You know what I'm saying? Season 2, as you can see, we starting off.
Who's the
Very.
craziest suggestions you heard that ain't true, but just suggestions that you said to yourself? You said to yourself, "Man, they can we do that?" Like,
You know what's crazy? There's a lot of those suggestions sounded crazier before, and they just started really happening. See what I'm saying? Like a lot of the suggestions that I thought wasn't going to happen, starting to happen. And so I was
like a
I'm not.
Jay-Z Nas. Has anybody suggested that to you
Of
ever?
course, every day. But patience is the virtue. You know what I mean? Patience is a virtue. So we gotta let the universe bring these things around how it needs to swing. You know, but people do feel like they got a versus remote and they can just press one and they go on. They don't know the work that go behind that. You see, you see how I'm sitting. You see I'm laid back. You see I'm chilling. I'm worn out.
No, it's special. It's
You
special
know,
because
there's
you
so
gotta
much.
understand these artists, all artists, even including yourself, even me. We think we special. We think we're weird in a way. We geniuses and weird. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's different. You got to deal with them, and then you like, holy shit, like I tell you,
Yeah, because
yo,
it's a
people
hands-on thing.
special.
It's not like we could pass this off to somebody to handle for us. Like you got to handle. Like you in them conversations every day, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. You know, late at night, getting out the bed. You know, missing dinner, the whole thing. Like this is a real boy. It's a real joint. But you know
Well,
what it's
thank
bringing
you
to the
so
people,
much, man, for
I love.
checking in, my brother. You know I love you, man. Get that art ready for me because that house is being built
Yeah,
as we speak. I
just
need
text me
that.
the address. Just text me the address. I'm gonna just send it to you.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
I need that shit, no switch. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just
I
get
need
right
that
to it.
shit. That woo!
Let's
I
just get
need that
to it.
shit when they come in. I go, Valentino Respriskio.
La de Bunska Tanska. I'll give you all
Kalabuska
the,
Tanska.
I'm gonna send you all the
Curated
shit,
by Switch
all the
Beats.
shit they can't pronounce.
Yo, I mean, you know, I love what you do with the art. I love no Art Basel this year, huh?
Not physical. Mm-mm,
They
not
having like a
physical.
virtual Art Basel?
Yeah, I think so. Cause I know, you know, I'm about to come out with uh the I got so much shit going on. I'm about to come with the no commissions app to where like, you know, we can continue that and then people can get a front row seat on what to buy, how to buy, and even the artists, you know, how to sell their works, how to, you know, just educating the creatives on how to be their own businesses in the art world. And so it's called Smart Collections. It's gonna be pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's something we need to think about. I've been thinking about like bringing a couple of artists here, have like a art week. But I really don't know all the artists, you know what I'm saying? But I've been thinking about like having like an art week where they can come in here and talk about their art, show a little something so that, you
Yeah, you
know.
should do that. But what about the giveaway with your art?
Oh
Where
yeah,
you
my
get your
art,
fan?
you know,
Hold on, hold on.
my wife was trying to throw this shit away today. I was like, yo, stop. These
Trying
are
to throw your
worth
art
something
away?
to somebody.
Tell her to throw it away this way. I come and pick it up. I come pick it up. Don't you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know I
But
did a crap piece in when Lil Wayne came out of jail. I don't know what happened. Somebody must have told Lil Wayne, Fat Joe write graffiti, he write crack, one of the cops or something. And he insisted on me writing a graffiti piece in the middle of, he had like a $30 million crib here in Miami on the water. He made me write crack TS on his wall. I'm looking at him, he's smoking blunts, laughing, skateboarding, playing
yeah.
music. I'm like, yo, I'm like, why are you ruining your house, man? And he was like, yo, B, check this out, man. He
Hold
like,
on.
yo,
Hold
he
on.
like, I
But you
need the
can't
crack piece.
you
And it was
can't
an
you,
honor for me to do that for him.
and that's what I'm saying. All your fans, all your thousands of fans, you need to run a contest where you tag somebody's name. Y'all got to get them to do this. I'm telling y'all, Joe. I still got the one you did for Kasim. Fire. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe was an artist himself. Like he used to tag in the BX for real. That's where Joey Crack comes from. That's his tagging name. Like that's y'all need to get him to come up off of some of that art. Why don't you show the
You know,
people some
I
of the
did,
art? Where's hold
you
up,
know,
tell
I
them
did,
where's the art at right now?
huh?
Where's the art at right now? Where's the stuff that
No, we got in the other room. I ain't got no art right here today. But we
you
got
see
one. The
how he
last
looked
one
to the
I
left
did
or
was
to
a
the right?
Joe
That means it's
Biden.
close. It's close.
I did a Joe Biden Kamala joint. That was the last one I did when they was going
Where's
for like,
that at?
it's back over there. It's on the other side where the other guys don't talk too much. You know what I'm
I know
saying?
on the other wing, but where's your assistant at?
The assistant hiding around somewhere. I don't know where she at right now, man.
No pressure,
I
no
mean,
pressure,
my
no
brother, yo,
pressure.
listen, tell the wife, tell everybody I love them. I love you,
Yeah.
my brother. I'm proud of you. Keep
Thank you,
pushing
man.
hip
You
hop
too.
forward.
You too.
Keep pushing hip hop forward. We'll all be there tomorrow for the verses.
Woo. Zone, zone, zone. The
Inshallah.
biggest show.
Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah. Zone.
You don't know who I know. It's a verses. Tomorrow I bring the creator. You don't know who I know. Every night for 9 months straight, We bring you the biggest and the best. If it ain't a politician, it's a sports player. If it ain't a sports player, it's a rapper. If it ain't a rapper, it's a singer. Alicia Keys, Ashanti, Kalani. Whoever you name, we have them on the show. Every night, we the biggest in the game. This ain't a lie. Consistency is key. We won't stop. It's impossible. It's not in our DNA to stop. I had other things to talk about, but I'm going to go watch the draft because the Knicks drafted already. Hopefully, Worldwide West can deliver. I'm tired of losing for 20 years straight. Put God first. God is always there. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. God is always there with you. Good times and bad times. Stay loyal. Loyal to God. No matter what, sometimes we go through tough times. The COVID is real. But God wants to know if you're on his side, if you're a warrior, if you believe. See, this is all flesh. We're going to leave one day. But your soul got to be good with God. Shout out to Up NYC, November 22nd. Turkey Drive. They're giving out thousands of turkeys out there. 158 from Broadway. 207 for Dykeman. Shout out to my brother Slow, JB, Fleazy, Zoe, Kels, the whole crew getting busy up there giving out them turkeys. I see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Roxanne Shante, living legend. If you think you know, you know. If you don't, turn on Netflix and see her life story. It's one of the most amazing movies out. Peace, y'all. Stay up. Ciroc. Much finer vodka.